Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in and sit on down because today we're talking about chiropractors. Back pain. Something I would say almost every American experiences. I know my fat ass does all the time. That's why I'm in this nice, extremely cheap, extremely affordable, extremely welcoming Herman Miller ergonomic chair for my good posture. Show an image of my back.
Jesus Christ.
Don't. Now, here's the thing, is that there are a lot of controversies surrounding chiropractors. I know. You wouldn't expect it with some of these videos that we have online. This looks very comfortable. I feel myself getting healed already. Which I just want to put this out there, because this is going to be something we talk about a lot about today, is that first off, chiropractors are not medical doctors. Yes, they do spend 7 to 8 years getting a doctorate, but that doesn't make them licensed professional medical care. No hate against chiropractors, but in terms of science, medical science, a lot of people would say they're not doctors. Let me put that out there.
They have a doctorate.
They have a doctorate.
Nah, they're not doctors.
Not doctor. It's kind of confusing. See, that's how they get you, though. They make it a doctorate so you can be doctor or whatever, but you're not really a medical professional. That is kind of a crazy scam, though, isn't it? There's a lot of claims chiropractors make that are just not supported by enough facts, by enough actual proof. And lastly, some of the shit they do just looks painful.
Maybe you felt nothing at all.
Popping your bones. All right, guy, he's hitting you with something. He's twisting this. The chiropractors treat the body like a goddamn bop it.
Pop it, twist it, pull it.
It's exactly what it is. How do we know that the inventor of the bop it was not a chiropractor?
Wait, it's time for another sponsor.
Do you have debt? Uh-oh. Well, PDS Debt is here to help you.
That's right. Whether it's critical debt, medical bills, collections, or personal loans, doesn't matter your credit score. If you got $10,000 or more debt, PDS can help. PDS Debt rolls all that junk into one low monthly payment. Now, saving you thousands in fees. Pay off your debt in a fraction of the time. PDS Debt is a top-rated company on Google and has an A+ rating on the BBB. PDS cares about getting you out of your tumultuous debt. Nah. PDS Debt is offering a free debt analysis, and it only takes 30 dang old seconds. Head over to PDSDebt.com/Papa Neat to get your free debt assessment today. Thank you, PDS Debt, and back to the video.
So let's take a deep dive down, dirty look into the world of chiropractors. I don't know what kind of transition that was. We're going to talk about chiropractors. F you. What exactly is chiropractic care? Chiropractic care is a form of alternative medicine focused on treating muscular disorders, primarily those related to the spine, without the use of drugs. That can't be true. Well, it's homeopathic, but let me tell you, I fucking destroyed my back powerlifting in college, and I was like, I think I need adjustment. And he was like, here's a prescription for hydrocodone. And I was like, no wonder people choke and die on these all the time, because it was delightful. I spent, I think, 2 weeks on hydrocodone, and it was one of the best experiences of my life.
I agree. I stole some from my brother. He just had his wisdom teeth pulled out.
You stole hydrocodone from your brother with missing teeth? Wisdom teeth removed, and you're just like, you don't need these. I think I watched Breaking Bad, and I was like really enjoying it, but I'm pretty sure my entire face was just like I was just completely zooted out. It was amazing. Chiropractors emphasize the manual adjustment and manipulations of the spine to relieve pain, improve function, and promote overall health, which I'm sure there's some truth to that. I'm not going to research this, but I'm almost positive. I'm pretty sure that they release gas, like when they pop your joints and stuff, the relief you feel is from gas or like nitrogen, which in return, if you have a buildup, you can feel stiff, you can do whatever. So when they pop it, it's relieved. You're like, ah. Is there a way to actually move someone's spine, like rotate? They're like, we need to align this. What does that even mean? It's all phooey, right? There's gonna be one chiropractor watching this just like, you son of a bitch. These include the high velocity, low amplitude thrust, or more gentler mobilization techniques, a little softer, a little more tender care, right? Some people go really hard, some people go really soft, just depends on which way you like to do the little La Vida Loca. They also focus on soft tissue therapies, which include massages and stretching to relieve muscle tension and improve circulation, much like my diabetic socks. We're going to mainly focus on the heavy impacts because that's where the funny stuff happens, okay? If we wanted to watch some old bitch gently get her neck twisted around, why are we here? I want to see the old bitch get her fucking head spun off like a goddamn Christmas ornament or something like that. You know what I mean? I want to see some damage, and that's what we're doing today. We're looking at damage. Oh my! God damn! It's like a fucking drive-by. As soon as I saw this image right here, I was like, this is some live leak shit. Say goodnight.
almost 7 months.
7 months.
You know you're 7 months pregnant? I thought you were just really fat.
That just, there you go.
It's whenever they put the neck in an angle and they just do like the very quick ones. You can't do that. Why don't we start from the beginning with Hunter's nice little history of chiropractors, of chiropracticity, of history of chiropractors. Start the film! The practice of chiropractors was founded in 1895 by a man named Daniel David Palmer. And Palmer was a self-proclaimed magnetic healer. I'm pausing for emphasis because what are we done? Which is a type of healer who practiced medicine based on the concepts of an invisible force that resides in all living beings. Just pausing again, just so you can really digest that. Palmer, magnetic healing, energy inside of us. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. AKA midi-chlorians, which is the Scientology thing.
That's the force.
Midi-chlorians are? Oh, same thing. Scientology, fake stuff. Palmer sought to combine magnetic, scientific, and vitalistic viewpoints as a drugless healer, which I want to say this before I get too far into it. If you're from 1895, I fully believe this man was probably like, I think that this is real, right? It's the 1800s. Who the f knows, right? The camera's barely been out. People are able to take what they're calling pictures. I don't know. It's insane, right? It's a weird time in the wild, wild west. And the first chiropractic procedure was performed on a janitor named Harvey Lillard, who claimed to have regained his hearing after the adjustment. This is where we're getting into the, do we know if this is real or is this whatever people are just trying to legitimize what we're doing here? This feels a lot like Joseph Smith and the Golden Plates.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there. Honestly, the other thing too, if I wasn't there, how do I know it happened? The story goes, upon the punchline of Lillard's joke, Palmer slapped Lillard on the back so hard that his vertebrae realigned itself. That must have been a good f***ing joke. Especially 1895, what kind of joke? He's like, it was a frog! Bam! I mean, right to his fucking back. A few days later, Lillard claimed his hearing loss of 17 years was healed. Ooh. To this day, doctors cannot reproduce these results, but Palmer claimed he used a precise technique that can't be duplicated. AKA, he found golden tablets in the middle of the woods and he spoke with a white Cherokee ghost. Just trust me, is what it is. I gotta hear the joke. He'd even tell people the joke. What if the joke was really, really funny? People were like, I could believe that. I could believe that it was so funny that you slapped somebody out of hearing loss. You know what I mean? Which also, just as he's going, as well as I trickle in information, since this is a video about chiropractors, let's just put one video up of someone getting something adjusted. Okay. This incident inspired Palmer to pursue the art of spinal treatment as a way to heal diseases. And Palmer theorized that many diseases were caused by misalignment of the spine that interfered with the flow of the body's innate intelligence or vital energy. Ooh. I know what I'm gonna say, and it still sounds sexy. That's how you know that you're bought in, dude. Which he dubbed this vertebral subluxation. I have a bone marrow disorder and I can't pronounce certain things. It hurts me. He believed that spinal adjustments could correct these misalignments and restores one health to its original state. Align your chakras, right? Align your chi, as they say. Your ki. Is it ghee or is it chi? Chi.
Ghee is like Indian butter.
Before coining the term chiropractic, he claimed his hands were magnetic and that they could heal any disease 10 times quicker than any one man with medicine.
Some Paul Bunyan shit.
I know, dude. I like it. He's like, also meet my giant blue ox. Are you Paul? Are you like a Buddhist magnetic guy, or are you Paul Bunyan? Just look at him. He's huge. I'm gonna go back to eating these giant flapjacks. Which chiropractic translates to done by hand. I like that, dude. Y'all just finished my bitch off chiropractic style. Because my dick game weak. Then in 1897, Palmer founded the first school of chiropractic care. As more and more people began practicing chiropractors, medical professionals started to take notice. So yeah, now people are like, I'm a chiropractor, and the doctor's like, what the f are you even talking about? He's like, my hands are magnets. Like, okay, we need to look into this right now. They began to criticize Palmer's technique and consider him a fraud. One doctor commented by saying, a crank on magnetism has a crazy notion that he can cure the sick and crippled with his magnetic hands. His victims are the weak-minded, ignorant, and superstitious. Those foolish people who have been sick for years and have become tired of the regular physician and want health by shortcut method. He has certainly profited by the ignorance of his victims. Which I want to say, they should have gotten a less fucking crab apple. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, hey, everyone who does that's fucking dumb. You guys should just pay more for doctor care. They're like, you know what? How about you go fuck yourself? I want to go talk to the guy with magnetic hands and the giant blue ox and the pancakes.
I think this guy's jealous. He's
definitely jealous. He's like, I can give them Tylenol, but instead they want to go talk to the magnet man.
The cocaine has been heavily prescribed at this point.
Which makes doctors kind of cool as well. Throughout the following years, Palmer and many of his followers faced legal challenges for practicing medicine without a license. This eventually earned him and hundreds of other chiropractors jail time for practicing medicine illegally. It's kind of illegal. Can you imagine some guy just like slapping the shit out of somebody? Is your hearing gone? They're like, what? And they're just slapping the shit out of them. At the peak of the controversy, over 450 chiropractors were jailed in a single year. Many of which treated the inmates as well as patients who came to visit them in jail. Like, well, hey, just because you shot a woman in the face doesn't mean that I can't treat your spine, dude. And he's like, thanks, I got a lot of weird anger issues. Because of this, Palmer considered turning chiropractic care into a religion to skirt legal scrutiny, which unfortunately didn't pan out for him. Can you imagine today the Church of Chiropractors, just a building where people go in and they're just like, you want to see God? Yeah. Right to some girl's head. Tragically, Palmer died when his son, BJ, ran him over with a car during a homecoming parade. Classic BJ. Him and his drinking. Which, if you look at it, is kind of funny too. The father's name was David Palmer, which is DP, and his son was BJ. Just gonna leave that out there so people can do what they want with that one. Reports say that him and BJ were disputing over the direction to take the school, so it's theorized that BJ intentionally ran Palmer over in spite to get daddy's company. Any true crime whores out there want to contemplate on that? Girls love their true crime stories. BJ claims that his father beat 3 of his children with straps and was so... goddamn left turn! And was so much involved in chiropractic that he hardly knew he had any children. I wonder if BJ's a bit resentful towards old DP. This did not stop Palmer nor his followers, as the art of chiropractic care still lives on to this day. And as of 1930, it is the largest alternative healing profession in the United States of America. Rock, flag, and eagle. Chiropractors have been around for over 100 years now, with millions of patients looking for an alternative way to treat pain and discomfort. But to this day, there's still a lot of controversy surrounding what exactly chiropractors even do for you. Their health claims. Chiropractic care does help with issues like neck and back pain. This is because when you pop a joint, your nerve endings in the joints release endorphins that help ease pain temporarily. Little endorphin shots here and there, dude. With a little crack. You ever crack your hands? You're like, That's also why 5 minutes later, you're like, my hands feel stiff. I feel like my hands are made of glass. However, cracking joints can also increase pain, cause headaches, pinch nerves, or disrupt blood supply. You'll die. It's not funny, Nick.
Oh, sorry.
I heard you laugh. That's not fucking funny.
I thought this is a comedy.
Those pop noises that are made are built up nitrogen gases that are releasing. Which is kind of interesting because I always thought it was bones doing like... Nope, it's just... And I'm dead. Chiropractors also claim that these techniques help with immune system boosting, chronic pain, asthma, allergies, gastrointestinal issues. And some even claim that you can prevent diseases through spinal adjustments. Oh. You don't want to get this disease? Let me twist your back. You have ADHD? How I can readjust your back? You'll be fine. You'll be stiff as a board. You got a little teaspoon of cancer? Let's lay down. Let's see what that spine's doing. What the f is that bridge that Goku runs down at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z? Snake Way. I used to go to school with a guy that had a back just like that. I mean, he looked like a Japanese snake dragon is what he looked like. One of those. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't heard from him in a long time. But none of these claims have been scientifically proven, and a lot of healthcare professionals believe the practice to be pseudoscience. And it's not just the health claims that are controversial. It's also the techniques that chiropractors use, which is high velocity, low amplitude spinal manipulations, especially the neck, carry risks including vertebral artery dissection, which can lead to a stroke. Although such complications are rare, they are serious and have led to concerns about the safety of these procedures. People always have to be barking up these goddamn trees. Let me pop my back if I want to, dude. This is America after all. Some patients even experience temporary discomfort or pain following chiropractor adjustments. There have also been reports of more severe adverse effects, such as nerve damage and fractures, particularly in patients with underlying health conditions like osteoporosis, which is just a fun word to say. I think my grandma has osteoporosis. What is osteoporosis?
Bone shit?
Oh, yeah, she has that. And this is the whole reason for this video. It's absurd, crazy technique chiropractors use on their patients that I want to talk about today, because when you go online, it's almost like watching a fat person roll down a hill. Watching people on an adjustment table at a chiropractor clinic has the same thing as any of these weird videos that just suck you in, and you just wonder, how on God's green earth did we get here? How did we do it? We want to talk about certain techniques, right? Whenever you see some of these videos, these are all techniques by professional chiropractors, such as the Activator Method Chiropractic Technique. This is a method where chiropractors use a mallet and chisel-like instrument to deliver spinal adjustments. I actually do want to see this. I love these. The best part of these videos, too, are just the people laying and taking it. And the chiropractors always have no emotion on their face. The chiropractors who use the mallet or twist people's necks, they're either as surprised as you are, or it's like watching an alien experience human emotion for the first time. What is this? This is supposed to be done gently, but my God, there are some people who bring that shit down like fucking Thor himself right down on the human body. Such as a man treating his scoliosis. The guy loves this. It's weird too that these always look like they're going on in Russian gymnasiums. I don't know how. I feel like they have like cubicles set aside for these guys.
These are specifically Russian videos.
I do it. I could just tell by looking at their strong, prominent brow. Or how about tailbone adjustments? There's also a way to get your tailbone adjusted, which involves a guy sticking his finger up your bum. What kind of machine is this? This is what exactly I would look like if I was on my stomach. What kind of weird fucking Predator technology do they have? This looks like something that the Predator would have, that like before he's getting ready to fucking shoot somebody with a plasma cannon. He's like, so I need this to know where his asshole is. I do have this down. It'd be so funny if whenever he came back out, it was just like stained horribly. How do they talk the guy into doing this? Hey, do you mind if I record this for my social media? Yeah. Doc, what are you doing? But, you know, you can also use a mallet for this technique as well if you're a true champion like my Russian brothers. Or craniosacral therapy. This is a therapy technique that focuses on manipulating the bones of the skull, the triangle bone at the base of the spine, and the membrane that protects your brain. Let's f with that. The membrane that's protecting your brain, we should slam that with a mallet, or twist it, or shove it, bop it. Imagine getting this from this guy. Oh my God, wait, what is he doing?
Open, relax the neck, big breath.
This feels like a skit from Saw.
Open, relax the neck, big breath.
This therapy is based on the belief that there is subtle, rhythmic movement of the cranial bones, and the flow of the cerebral spinal fluid can be felt and adjusted like a gusher. This rhythm is thought to be essential for overall health and well-being. So maybe sometimes you need to get a little doctor, put his hands in your mouth, mess with your invisible membrane, your little gutty works, your little gusher in your mouth, and then you'll feel better. The fundamental premise that the cranial bones can be moved and that such movements significantly affect health is highly contested. Cranial bones are fused and immobile in adults, so it's widely believed that it does nothing. That's what medical professionals say, but don't take it from me, take it from them, medical professionals. Medical professionals, doctors. Con men, the towel adjustment, the ring dinger, and the Y strap. These all feel either sexual or feel like attacks in Street Fighter. I don't really know which one it is. This is a technique where you can wrap a towel and strap it around the neck and pull with all your little might. You might have seen it. People wrap their towel around their head and they fucking yank back like no one's business, dude. This technique is extremely dangerous and is not practical. I always like how it starts off too. And it either looks like the patient is in a coma or you can tell they're like, I might die here. This is where I die. That fucking towel is wrapped tight around his neck too. Can you breathe? The guy's like, bro woke up and saw it goes,
Make your belly into jelly.
what if they pull and there's not also a pop too? I'm always just like, oh God. I want to see them like 30 minutes after their session. Oh, fuck. Put the nitrogen back in. Or the nasal specific technique. The nasal specific technique, NST, is an unconventional chiropractical method that involves inserting a small balloon into the nasal passage and inflating them. This technique aims to adjust the cranial bones and improve conditions like sinus problems, migraines, and even some respiratory issues as well. But there is little to no research to support these claims, and it has the potential risk of nasal bleedings, sinus infections, and damage to your nasal passage. This is horrifying, dude. I mean, it's always the panic too. People be like, for a second.
Can you breathe?
Yeah, I can breathe really good.
This guy looks like every stereotypical devil I've ever seen in any daytime show. Pop the balloon! And also he's using a wooden toothpick. How is this legit, dude? Motherfucker's fighting back tears. Oh boy, just fought some demons. He just saw hell. He went to hell and back right there. But we want to move on to infant chiropractics, which is my favorite. Little babies. Popping baby bones, dude. People would say baby bones are soft. I think if you throw them hard enough, they'll break. Although not illegal, chiropractic techniques on infants remains highly controversial. Just like everything on this list is highly controversial. Some chiropractors claim that it can help cure chronic crying. Is your baby crying too much? Snap its neck. It won't cry. I can tell you, I would promise you it won't cry anymore after that. Improve sleep, enhance immune function, prevent ADHD, and it gives the baby relief from being born, from birth trauma.
They're saying that, yeah, they have like PTSD.
I had PTSD coming on my mom, dude. It was so easy coming out, but it was too much to bear. Wide haul. Practically skipped out. They're just like, do you even have to push? He looks like he's just walking through. One of these practitioners is Ace, the chiropractor. In multiple videos, he is seen repeatedly cracking the neck of premature babies with a misshapen head. The fluid is from being premature. Let me just take a look at this.
Where's mommy? Where's mommy?
Woo! He was begging for that.
Get that child out of there! The baby's like crying. He's like, your baby's beautiful. It's cute baby. Cutest little baby I've seen. Okay, there you go, baby. There you go. He has a funny minion shirt on, huh? In another video, he is seen squeezing the child's skull trying to reform the child's skull! If you're not aware, infants have soft, malleable heads, and over time, the skull plates fuse together. It's very funny. Every child is born like Gumby, and then their head hardens. Ace defends himself by saying that the neck realignments are helping the child and not harming him. It's not bad, I'm telling you it's good, so let's just drop it, okay? God! He also defends the skull squeezing by saying that children's skulls are malleable until 18 months, and all he's trying to do is reshape the skull. I love it. You know, all I'm trying to do is just reshape the skull. I don't know why you guys are bickering so much. God, it's like the flattest back of his head. I pushed it. I thought I was reshaping it. I don't know. He claims this is similar to those helmets infants wear with mace-shapen heads, which if I ever have a kid, I'm never putting him in that. I'd rather have my head have a goddamn coffee bean head than make him wear that goddamn helmet. There's also Andrew Arnold, who experienced extreme backlash after video footage surfaced of him performing controversial treatments on a 2-week-old baby. The baby has been on the earth for 14 days. He has a chiropractor session. The video showcased Arnold manipulating the baby's necks, hips, and collarbones, using a spring-loaded device on the baby's neck and spine, and at one point, lifted the baby upside down by its legs. Yeah, dude, just give a little Pope dunk. Where is it, Lord? Right down. In response to the controversy, Dr. Arnold was placed under an undertaking which barred him from treating children under the age of 12. He's like, how old are you? He's like, 12 and 2 months. He's like, perfect. Come on in. We have to go into, and I cannot believe this is a thing, I am still surprised, is animal chiropractics. And if you don't have a real baby, then you can always schedule your fur baby for a session. That's right, animal chiropractors are a thing, and some techniques that are used on humans are also used on animals. Does your dog have a stiff neck? Maybe your cat's arthritis is flaring up. Do you need to give your horse an enhancement boost before the big race? Well, Bones Hand Animal has got you covered. Founded by German chiropractor Murik Kolak, Bones Hands Animal specializes in both the human body as well as our furry friends. He's like, dog and human? One and the same. Interesting enough, Kolak started his animal chiropractor journey after his dog Bones became ill, and every vet told him to end his suffering by putting him down. I can't put down Bones. He's so special to me. Is that right, Bones? Dog's blind and he doesn't want to eat. He's also 19. Desperate to save his friend, Kolak used all his years of experience on humans and transferred that knowledge into treating animals. Thank God, Kolak. Thank you. Now Bones is living a comfortable life. He's happy and free of any pain. So Kolak wants to make other animals live better as well. But fair warning, Kolak doesn't claim he can solve all of your pet's problems. In fact, he advocates you should absolutely go to the vet first before trying his alternate treatments. You know, which at least he's being responsible. Which to me, actually, I think he's saying, go to all your vet thing, and then as an absolute last resort, I'll do this because I bet I'm gonna snap your dog's fucking neck and kill him. Well, I mean, he was on his way out anyway. So pay Kolak. Put your $3,000 into Bones' doggy bowl. Recently, Kolak came under the fire due to his viral video of him performing neck manipulations on 2 dogs and spine manipulations on a meerkat. The animals look like they're in a lot of pain. And of course, I've mentioned it before, but chiropractic care has not been proven to give any benefits to humans, and the same can be said about our little fur babies. We want to boop their snoots. My little Peppers, my doggo. How about we talk about some death or injuries from chiropractors? While generally considered safe when performed by licensed and experienced practitioners, the world of chiropractic care is filled with many documented instances that have resulted in serious injuries or even death. The biggest contributors of these injuries are caused by neck and spine manipulations. Manipulation's a good way. We're manipulating your back. You're a puppet. It is estimated that 1 in 20,000 spinal manipulations result in vertebral artery aneurysms and dissections. And of course, these can lead to herniated disc, epidural hematoma, blood clot formations, stroke, paralysis, and even death. How about we talk about Katie May? Katie May was a well-known model and social media personality, often referred to as the Queen of Snapchat. In January of 2016, May suffered a fall during a photo shoot, which led to neck pain. Thinking the pain was due to a pinched nerve, she sought out treatment from a chiropractor. During one of her treatments, she underwent neck manipulation. Shortly after, she was rushed to the hospital because of severe headaches and dizziness. Doctors discovered a tear in one of her major arteries in her neck, which led to her having a stroke. She was placed on life support, but she was declared brain dead on February 4th, 2016. She died at the age of 34. That is crazy. Or how about Caitlin Jensen? Caitlin Jensen was a 28-year-old recent college graduate who just completed her studies in biology and chemistry. And in June of 2022, she visited her chiropractor, Dr. T.J. Harfman, for a routine neck adjustment. During the session, she ruptured 4 arteries in her neck, resulting in a stroke, cardiac arrest, and loss of pulse for 10 minutes. 4 arteries. What in God's name was he doing?
The Y strap.
It probably was the fucking Y strap, dude. And the whole thing too is that while these instances are rare, it's something that can still happen, which, you know, is kind of everything, but still. Whenever it's something that's not medically proven or scientifically proven, that's when you're like, you're just playing with fire by this point, right? In conclusion to this video, chiropractor videos are extremely funny. I laughed a good bit during this. Right, there was also some sad moments. I cried a little bit. I say that for the end though, so you can have your chuckles and you can feel bad about yourself later. Maybe go to get physical therapy. Maybe talk to an actual doctor who has science behind him. And if you're a chiropractor and you swear that all this is true, that's good and fine, but please don't come near my fat back or my fat head. I appreciate you all so much for watching the video today, and stay crack-a-lackin'. Because it's a chiropractor video. Okay, go fuck yourself. I don't need your guys' approval. Fuck you.
Whatever. Call and make an appointment today. Gentle, comfortable, professional.